first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On first and 10, here's Murray. Hurts over the middle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Now Murray. Ertz has it left side. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes. Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play fake. Cousins rolling to his right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. First down, here's the run with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Vikings at 4-3, a game over 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done.
Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Here's Murray. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Brian Asamoah. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Now, last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On play action, Cousins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Cousins gives way to Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go play action. Cousins.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Play action now. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run with Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 60 as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Murray again. On the move past the 40. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. From the 39, Murray. This will be caught once again by Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That's going to be caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Michael Thomas, 29 yards, and the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake, Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. This is caught. It's Brown.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
23 yards, the final tally. So we've reached halftime here in a
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now this throw caught left side. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 77 yards.
And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense.
Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
Third and short yardage. Cousins steps away. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins.
Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
And the Cards are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Murray going to throw. He gets it to Thomas.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Remain for 2nd down.
Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And this is Ertz with it, right side.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Cousins.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Cousins. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on the
this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw, Cousins.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Touchdown! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This will be caught by Brown.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. From the gun, Murray. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Marcus Davenport
dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Murray's got to have this one. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Cousins on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Murray trying again after the pick six. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Murray.
Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray.
And that is caught downfield by Thomas.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson
with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. After the sack on 1st down, Murray,
he'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And quickly they get to the line. Play fake, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time. but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Cousins. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Cousins. Rolling to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them.
And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
And the Cards are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his...
And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season.